Hey guys, welcome to the Growth Mindset. This actually will be my first podcast, and I'm very excited about it. And the reason why I'm very excited about it because it takes a lot to actually stand on and do something that you want to do without the fan base, without the fame, and even without the funds. But I chose this type of podcast because I'm very intrigued about the way people think and the way people do things. I'm one of the persons who loves to step outside of the box and actually see stuff in a different way than somebody else would actually see it. Um, and I also wanted to start this podcast in the trenches because I wanted to show uh the actual struggle and the actual come up. Like I know when you see podcasts, they have already been established. You know, you only see the finished product. You never see the in between. You never see the hard things. You never, actually see them go through the actual struggle. You always see the bells and the whistles. This podcast here, I don't have the bells and the whistles. I don't have the audience yet. But what I am willing to do, I am willing to put in the hard work. I'm willing to put in the hard work. And I'm willing to show whoever would listen and whoever would pay attention, I'm willing to show them the actual process for free. And I'm learning, and I want you guys to actually learn too. So we all will learn together. And like I said, uh, this is about growth. uh, that's the main point, and that's the main reason about growth. Now, a little things that we will talk about on this podcast. Um, we're going to talk about the difference between uh, fatherhood, motherhood, husbands, girlfriend, boyfriends. We're gonna get deep down into the baby mama drama. Uh, we're gonna attack this thing that is so ambiguous. The pay my bills mentality. We gonna try to see how men feel about these certain things. We gonna talk about why men lie. We gonna talk about when women lie. Uh, so it's not just gonna be based on this genre or this genre. We're gonna talk about it all. I even plan on having my own on here so we can talk about bullying in school. Um, Even we can talk about how they feel when it comes to certain situations, as in not being able to see their father or not being able to see their mother. We want to know how that affects them as well. It's all about um those kids that are the ones that are is really affected by certain situations. And like I said, on this podcast here, we are going to grow. And that's why it's called the growth mindset. And that's why you only see me right now in this pink chair or whatever, and nothing is on my wall because we are going to paint a canvas. And I want my audience to be able to uh, help me paint that canvas so we can show this canvas to the world. And um, we're going to be respectful, and um, we're just really going to try to grow the way that we think in situations that are common. And um, I might have episodes where it gets deep, and um, guys, I'm just trying. So, uh, and that's another topic. We have to be able to, try and not be afraid to be who we are. So, and like I said, I'm learning, and you're gonna learn me. I might get heated. I might, say some stuff that you might not agree with, and um, just to tell you a little bit about myself. Um, I'm from the South. I'm from the South, so I love soul food. I love R&B. I love good music. Um, and it's certain things um that we do that I'm accustomed to in the South. So you might, can tell that I'm from the South, or I might say certain things that only the people in the South might understand. But uh, we're all family, and together, we will grow on this podcast. And I'm very excited, and uh, like I said, I'm starting from the bottom. I'm going to show uh the actual growth, and you guys are going to grow with me. Um, I got this microphone right now. I don't have the rest of the other equipment. I don't have the camera. I'm actually doing it right here on my phone. And even if you want to be um in the realm of podcasting, just get you a nice microphone. I got this one here from Rockville, and it's a pretty nice microphone. And like I said, I don't have the actual whole setup right now, and that is the whole process of you know uh, being successful. And um, like I said earlier, when you look at a podcast now, they are already, established. And to take it even further, when you think about, just think about how people are on social media and they are like telling you to like join their success group, and uh how I made this $10 million off this, and how I did it like this here. But they are telling you, but they are only telling you to kind of influence you to actually join their group and put money in their pocket. And at the end of the day, you're still broke, but you just paid them $500-600 for absolutely nothing. But they won't tell you, what happened in the grind. And that's what we need. And that is a lot about what this podcast is about. The grind. Us unpacking the grind. The stuff that is hidden. Like, people need to see how much work it actually take into actually doing something that you are interested in. And they don't show that. They'll tell you to join my master class. And in my master class, you can be a multi-millionaire. Just follow these steps. But you not telling me what to do if my credit is not good. Or you're not telling me what to do if I don't have nothing but $5 in my bank account. You're not telling me how to go out there and knock on somebody's door and or save your money, or it's gonna take 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years for you to get exactly where you're trying to get to. They don't tell you all that. They only show you the Gucci part of it, the Louis Vuitton part of it. They don't show you. And that is a lot of reason why a lot of people can't go viral on Facebook or TikTok or whatever platform that you're on, because based on the information that people have, they don't want to offer that information to you. They don't want to give you that information. They want to charge you for their information. I'm not going to do that. You will be able to come back to my show, and as I go, you will go too. We will go together. So as I succeed, hopefully we can put notes together and we can keep kicking so you can succeed and I can succeed. And I'm not going to charge you nothing because I don't want nothing from you. All I need is your ear. And for you to actually engage in the actual conversation. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody is out here trying to get it. True enough. But it's one thing that I love to do, even if I don't, make it rich or whatever. It's one thing that I love to do, and it's try to help somebody. And because I've been in that situation where I'm still in that situation where I'm tired of the rat race. And aren't we all tired of the rat race? Aren't we all tired of working for somebody else, making somebody else rich? Aren't we tired of that? And don't we deal with problems and issues every day from the government or in our own community or in our own family? So it's time for us to figure these things out. And we are the only people, as humans, people that can actually, solve our problems. We don't need the government all the time. So it's certain things that we need to fix in our own self, in our own situations. We need to grow our mindset and be more mindful of the things that are around us. And we have to come together and stop being the crab in the barrel. And when somebody else is trying to succeed, we don't want them to succeed. We're pulling them down. Why are we doing that to each other? Like, we have to be better. We have to have a better mindset. And on this podcast, we will talk about this mindset that we have. We will talk about it. And we will try to come up with better ways, man, to handle things, man. Just to be a better person, man. To just be better in this world, man. And it's gonna get crazy because I have a lot to say, but I know a lot of podcasts, they like to be like one sided. One side like to be, well, the woman, she's this and she shouldn't do this. Then you got the other side over here to my, man is man. So I'm gonna talk about both sides. I ain't gonna just point at one side. No, I'm gonna talk about both sides. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about the eyelashes and the weave and the bonnets that we can't stand, and I'm gonna talk about the men too. How y'all could do more than run behind some, some tail. So we all need work, but like I said, we gonna grow together. We gonna grow together on this podcast channel here. We gonna grow together. So, welcome everybody, and whoever listened, I'm glad that you did. And if this is something that you would be interested in, watching, how to come out of the trenches when you're in the trenches and actually seeing it being done. I hope that it gives you some type of inspiration, and I hope that you can go and inspire somebody else and be great in life. Peace, love.